Hey there, Sagittarius, it's Rebecca here from Transitions, and you can see my face for a change. So I've decided to do it a little bit different today. I wanted to, one, be able to personally thank you for all your support, all your likes, all your shares, your thumbs ups, you know, just all the time you spend listening to my boring old voice over and over again. I do really, really appreciate it. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. Also, if you're new here, please do subscribe. You do that by hitting the wiggly bell at the bottom corner there. I am going to try doing it like this for a few times, see what you feel like, whether you enjoy it more this way or whether you enjoy it more looking at the cards. So do comment in the comments box or get in touch with me on Facebook to let me know what you think about this new way of doing things. Be honest, as long as it's positive and not too slanderous. I'm quite happy for you to get in touch and tell me what you think of it. The other thing is if you're not on my Facebook, look in the descriptions box below and you will find a link to my pages. I do healing on there, distant healing, and I do reveals, posts, etc, etc. So yeah, come and be a part of the team on there as well. Right, let's get in, Sagittarius, and see what we've got for you guys. What is the message, please? What does Sagittarius need to know at this time? What is the message for Sagittarius? Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to know at this time, please? I'm going with them ones. I'm using these ones a lot, my little cards. These are the, where are you? Healing with the Angels, is it? Healing with the Angels card, yes. Right, let's see what we've got for you. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. What do we need to know today? It's been great today. It's been nice and quiet all around. Say it's a bank holiday that I'm actually doing the recording. It's very quiet out there. Sagittarius. What else does Sagittarius need to know, please? Under the table. Got 2 cards on the go. Sagittarius, please. What does... Right, let's see what's going on for you guys. I need to do some confirming with these cards, but let me just have a look and see. So the first thing that's quite apparent here is we've got this body care card, and as soon as I saw this card, this person here is being very closed, very you know, feeling quite awkward, feeling I don't know, it's like, don't look at me, don't come near me, I'm quite guarded, you know, the angel wings are closed, so it's like you're feeling a little bit, you know, like you want to be wrapped up at home is a good way of putting it, you know, just wrapped up in a duvet, not being out and about, not doing anything, not wanting to see anybody. I also wonder if some of you have come out of a relationship or are thinking about a relationship, because we do have the bow and arrow there, which I've never noticed before, and it's like it's been flung to the ground. So maybe you're in separation and you've brought yourself in and you're protecting yourself at the moment from a certain scenario, from a certain situation. So if this isn't to do with love, it could be to do with work, you know, a situation at work, or it could literally just be how you're feeling at the moment in general, like you're wanting to protect yourself, like you're wanting to stay away from everybody. I want, the word humans keeps coming into my mind, so they keep saying you wanted to stay away from humans. So maybe you don't mind being around dogs, but you don't want to be around a human. So yeah, you just look sad, Sagittarius, which is such a shame. We don't like you being sad. Now, the one thing that comes through on the next card, which is the nature card for you guys, is that the one thing I want to say is that it's very divinely guided. So it's very guided that you're in at the moment. So if you're in on yourself at the moment and everybody's saying, you know, why are you being so distant, etc., etc., you're there for a purpose, actually. You're there to do some learning. You're there to do some some getting to know yourself. It's time for you to do some healing, and it feels like it's time for you to do some quite serious healing, because I think in the past you've been maybe outwardly looking for answers for things. Outwardly, you know, maybe in relationships you've always looked outwardly rather than looking at yourself as to why something's been going on, and I think that's why you've backed off and gone backwards. So if things have been going wrong at work, you've always blamed your boss, you've always blamed your tools, you've always, do you know what I mean? You've always blamed something on the outside. You've never looked inwards at yourself and why these patterns keep happening, why things keep going on for you. I do think as well that you're struggling at times with communication. There's a lot of blue in the background here. So there's a bit of a communication problem for you at the moment as well. You're not communicating well with others. This nature card isn't coming forward as I first expected, because usually the nature card is about you getting out into nature and you know, soaking up the vibrations. But for me, it's been more about you being more vocal, and you you know, being more, that this is more of a spiritual thing than it is something, you know, it's not something that you can stop. You're going to have to go in on yourself a little bit. That's why you're protecting yourself. That's why you've gone in on yourself a little bit, because it's time for you to do some inner work on where you are going wrong. Now, the signs card here for me is about you. Look, we've got blue all over that again. So that is screaming out to me, communication. Is there somebody that you're not communicating properly with? It's like you're manifesting on this signs thing. It's like you're manifesting a situation, but when the situation unravels itself and comes forward to you, then there's this block of not being able to get things moving. Can you see how that's whirling round and round? And then she puts her finger out and it stops. It feels like it's stopping. It's stopping this. This is your manifestation coming up and going round and round and round. But then when it comes to her finger there, it stops. So it's like you put a stop to it. Just as it's going to start your manifestation, whatever it is you're wanting to achieve, you're stopping it somehow, you're blocking it. And that's where this healing thing comes in. This is where you're going in on yourself, because you keep putting a block on something that you're trying to manifest there, Sagittarius. And the universe can only bring it round for you so many times before they'll have to stop, is what I'm feeling. When you do finally manage to communicate, there will be somebody listening to you. Yeah, so you don't have to worry about that. Sometimes I wonder if you think things will come on deaf ears. So whether that's a boss or in a relationship, I wonder if sometimes you think that you're going to say something and that person is not going to listen to you, but they are going to listen to you this time. This is showing me that that your words are not going to lie on deaf ears, is what I'm getting through there. There is a blessing for you at the end of this. So if you have been feeling very trapped, very stuck, very much in victim mode, and then turning that around to not being a victim, but actually dealing with the issue, dealing with the situation, realizing that you've got these communication problems, realizing that you're manifesting things into your life and then putting blocks on them, you know, that's going to change. This is going to turn around. You're in a healing time. You're in a transformation time. You are transforming. You are moving forward. You are moving up a level, up a vibration. Because when you've done this in a healing, that's when your blessings are going to come in. That's when they're going to give you the gift. They have been trying to give you a gift, but you keep putting the dampeners on it for some reason. When it gets to you, you stop it. And it's something to do with communication, but that person is going to listen, or you're going to listen. You know, whether it's you with the communication problem, whether it's the boss with the communication, the girlfriend, the boyfriend with the communication problem, whether it's you, one of you needs to communicate, one of you needs to listen. And then this can bring forward, then the blessings can come together. Then things can start to move on. Yeah? There's just that little bit of healing work that needs to be done there. But they're definitely going to give you that blessing. And that's going to come, you know, as the seasons move on to the winter, things are going to get better and better for you. Things are going to come more clearer. I can see that with the white in the background. And as you can see there on this picture, that blue has become a lot more faded, which means that you're managing to get that communication across. You're managing to get across what you're thinking without being blocked up and so caged in like you are at the beginning of this reading. You need to open up. You need to open up. Right, let's get some, let's see if there's any more information for this, or, you know, a little bit of extra information that we may need to pass on to Sagittarius today. Is there anything else that you would like to say, guys? Anything else that you would like to say? Any other messages to bring forward into this? Anything else? No, we're going to take them then, and then they change their minds. Anything else for the lovely Sagittarius? And some of those. Right, let's see what message comes out through these for you guys. Let's just see what these say first. It says you may be... Oh, I'll show you the picture first. This is a guy on his own with his hat in his hand. It says you may be called upon to be a spokesperson for a cause close to your heart. Your angels will give you the perfect words and you'll do brilliantly. Communication, yeah? They're going to give you the perfect words and you'll do brilliantly. You may be asked to be a mentor or find yourself one. This situation involves someone who's professional with a positive attitude and fresh ideas. This person could be you. This person who could be you may be emotionally unavailable. So we have there the fact that you are emotionally unavailable at the moment. And we also have the fact that they're asking you, you know, to speak. They will give you the perfect words. So you haven't got to worry about that, which is what I said to you on it earlier. They're going to listen this time and you're going to be able to communicate. The next one is, if I can see it, because it's ripped a little bit on the corner, is this one. And it said it's time to reflect upon your relationship with money. You are spending it too freely, or are you holding on to it too tightly? This can also relate to how you give of yourself to others. Is your heart open, or are you holding back? Your hard work and wise investments will bring great success. So it says in here as well, is your heart open or are you holding it back? Which is what I said here, wasn't it? You look like you're hiding, you're cloaked up, you're holding back, your wings are protecting you, you're blocking out the world there. You need to open up a little bit more, open up your heart space, let things come through. It also said it's a time to reflect upon your relationship with money. Are you spending it too freely or are you holding it too tightly? Now, when I read that, it's more about giving and receiving, isn't it? And it feels more like it's not actually, some of you, it may be a message about money, but I think for the ones that it isn't to do with money, I think that's just the whole point of you giving and receiving love, you know, together. Right, so next we've got the Six of Emotion. And it says here, memories can fill your heart with many emotions. It's important to remember your past accurately without seeing it as better or worse than it was. So that's about you living, you know, seeing things factually. Make sure you see things on an open thing. Make sure that you're not over-exaggerating things that have happened to you. So you might be looking at the past and thinking, say, somebody hurt you more than they actually did. Because actually you're working out that some of these things that you were doing in the past were actually your issue, your wound. Do you know what I mean? So make sure you see things from the right point of view. It also says, it's important to remember your past accurately, blah, blah, blah. People you used to know may return to your life unexpectedly. So maybe your blessings will come. Maybe you'll be able to talk and listen to each other now, like you didn't in the past. It says, unexpectedly, children could be an important issue, or you may need to reconnect with your own inner child. So there could be a problem with children within this past connection, which is something you're going to be able to sort out. And also it says you may need to reconnect with your inner child, and that's all about your, you know, your own inner peace, things from your past, you know, from being children that are making you do the things you're doing now. Do you know what I mean? And it's about you getting that playful side of yourself back, about you loving yourself and that self-worthiness and that self-acceptance. It could be something from when you were younger that's causing that issue. So yeah, you may also be getting somebody from the past coming back, etc., etc. There's all sorts going on for you guys. So that's your reading for today. Please do take care of yourselves. As I say, if you are new to my channel, please do like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Do take care and goodbye.